Yo, what's good, YouTube? Back with another video. Today I'm telling y'all, it's kind of like a story time, but it's not really a story time. Basically, I'm telling y'all about some weird ass dreams that I've been having, bro. So if y'all know, like, I don't know if y'all know this, but if you go from like smoking weed like every day and shit, and then like you take a break or some shit, you gonna start having some weird ass dreams, bro. Like some crazy ass dreams, and that's basically like what happened to me last night, bro. So, cause I ain't been smoking a lot lately. You feel me? And I went to sleep yesterday, well, last night, and I had a weird ass dream, bro. Well, two weird ass dreams. Well, it was like I don't know, bro. It was like three dreams. When I have dreams, it's like one long dream, but in the one long dream, it's like mad different situations happening in one dream. So yeah, bro, let's get into it. So boom. So this dream started off. I was at like this. I don't even know how to explain it, bro. It was like a like an damn, how do I even explain this? Basically, I was at like this little like indoor like amusement park type shit. Like it was like a trampoline park. Well, that's how it was like set up in the inside. It was like this big fucking indoor like place where you could do like mad different activities and shit, right? And I was there with mad like random ass kids. Like I didn't even know who any of these people was. Like I was just there, and it was like a whole bunch of random ass people behind me and shit. Like, well, not behind me, but around me, right? So I remember I was sitting down and I was looking up at like this machine, and the way this machine was, it's gonna sound crazy, but that's how the dreams be. Like they be crazy, right? So this machine, it was like this little, it was like this little circle, right? It was like a circle, like this, and it like it's like you went through it. Hold on, I gotta put the camera up. It's like you went through the hole like this, right? Like say you was like, and the hole was like a vacuum or some shit. It was like a vacuum. So like if you went like this up to the like the little machine, right? It like paused, but it like sucked you in, and then it like shot you out like this other side, and you landed on like this like mattress or some shit, or like this big ass like air balloon, right? So I remember I'm with these random ass kids, right? And so mind you, all these kids I'm around, they like younger than me. So it's like I'm watching them. It was like I was supposed to like be looking over them and shit. Like it was weird, right? So I remember this little ass boy walked up to me, and he like he was like, I wanna go through, like I wanna do this, like I wanna go on the ride or whatever. So I'm like, go ahead. He was like, I'm scared though. So I'm like, bro, what you scared of? And so then I ended up doing it. Like I was like, look, all you gotta do is this. I'm like, you just gotta go up to this shit. You go like this, and you just gonna get shot out the other side. So then I go through the shit. You feel me? I go through the little hole, pause, and I get shot out the other side, and I land on like a little fucking air balloon or whatever. Y'all know like um I don't even know how this. Basically, y'all know what I'm talking about, bruh. If you know what I'm talking about, bruh. Basically, just imagine me like landing on a mattress or some shit, right? So I'm like, damn, that shit was low key kind of fun. So when I had came back around, cause like when you got shot down, you would like went all the way to like another side of like the fucking like building. Like the shit shot you far as shit. So now I'm trying to walk back to where I was. You feel me? So I'm walking around the building, bro. There's so many people here, and I don't know nobody here. Like the shit was mad weird. So I'm walking around the building and shit, and I had came back, and the little boy was still there. He was like, I still don't want to do it. So I was like, all right, bro, whatever. Right. So he ended up walking away, and then it's like this like 12-year-old girl had like walked up to me, and she was like, I wanna she was like, what's this? And I'm like, basically it's like it shoots you up and you go on like the other side. So she was like, I want to do it. So she was trying to get through the shit. So she was trying to like, it was weird. It was like she was trying to do it, but she couldn't do it. Like she wasn't like how I said you had to go like, bro, this shit's so weird. Y'all probably think this is so weird listening to this shit, right? But she was trying to do it, right? So she go like this, but she wasn't. She was like grabbing on the outside of it, like she was like grabbing it, and so she wasn't going through. So I ended up helping her. So I was like, so I picked her up, and I had like damn near put her like halfway inside the shit. So then shot her ass. She landed on the little mattress and shit, and I seen her like get up and walk away. But like after that, I remember like I had like looked down to my left because it was like high up, like you had to walk upstairs to get to where you feel me, get to the where the machine was, right? So I remember I'm looking down the stairs and I seen my dad. So like when I seen my dad, I was like, oh shit, it must be time for me to leave, right? So I ended up walking down the stairs and I ended up leaving, right? So when I leave, where does the story go from here? So I ended up leaving with my dad, right? And the next thing you know, like when I had walked down the stairs, like the whole location had changed. Next thing you know, I'm at like a house. I don't know who house it was. It was like a house, like just a random ass house, right? And I'm with my dad. I'm with my mom. I'm with my grandma, all my aunts, all my cousins and shit, right? And we just chilling on like the porch of the house, right? So we chilling on the porch of the house, and then I remember I had walked off the porch and went back like inside and shit. And then I had seen like my older cousin, and I haven't seen him in mad long. So when I seen him, mind you, in the at this point in the story, I don't know if I was like drunk or if I was like high or what it was, but like I was just feeling mad good, like I was in a good ass mood, right? So I had seen my cousin. I'm like, yo, what's good? This my nigga, right? So then me and him, I put my arm around him and we just start. It was music playing, so we start like dancing to the music and shit. Like you feel me? We getting turned, right? So then I look over and I seen my sister. So I haven't seen my sister in mad long. So I'm like, oh, what's good, sis? You feel me? And I'm doing the same thing with her. Like we getting lit. And she was like, and I'm like, it was like weird, bro. I don't know. So after that, you feel me? Like me turning up and shit. And mind you, like everybody that's at this house is like in a good ass mood. Like everybody turned up. Like everybody like you feel me vibing out. Like everybody got a smile on their face. Everybody happy as shit, right? So then I go back out on the porch after that, and like when I go back on the porch, everybody was still out there and shit. And we just hear like commotion, like some commotion going on outside. Like we just hear people like outside, like arguing and yelling and shit, right? So everybody on the porch, they're like, what they arguing about? Like what they arguing about? Shit like that, right? So I'm like, shit, I don't know. Like let's go like figure it out on some shit, or like let's go outside and listen. And so my mom was like, she was like, they keep saying something about they looking for Darren. They looking for Darren. I'm like, looking for me for what? Fuck, they looking for me for? Like, I don't even know who. Mind you, I don't know who is outside. But my mom say that, right? And so I go outside and I seen this one kid that I had went to middle school with. Like, I went to middle school with him, but I haven't seen the nigga since middle school. And I hear him, he like, bro, where that nigga Darren at, bro? Where that nigga Darren at? So I'm like, fuck these niggas looking for me for? So I'm like, fuck it, man. I don't know what's going on. So I ended up going back in the house. And when I had walked back in the house, it was like the house had like changed to like a bar. It had like changed to like a bar. And it was weird, bro. Like now I'm in this bar and I'm with like my whole family is in this bar. And it's like other people in there too, like I don't know, right? and it like turned into like this party at like a bar or some shit, right? It's like we had the bar rented out, so it was just us in there. You feel me? Or like people that was invited to this shit, or I guess, or whatever, right? And so I was like, for some reason, I was like, bro, I need to change my outfit. Like, I was like, I need to change my outfit. You feel me? I need to put some on to like match the scenery type shit. So I end up leaving the bar, and I like walked through this door, and I was like automatically like at my house, right? So I'm at my house, and I remember like I'm at my house, and I changed my outfit, and I put on like I put on these dress pants that I got. You feel me? And I put like a whole dress shirt on, and I put on dress shoes, bro. I don't know why I did this until I realized, nigga, I'm dressing up as Michael Jackson, bro. And like me growing up, I used to listen to a lot of Michael Jackson. Like that was like my nigga growing up. Like before I was like up until I was probably like 6, 7 years old, like nigga, Michael Jackson was that guy to me, you feel me? Like so I put on like this fucking dress suit, right? With these dress shoes, these white and black dress shoes, you feel me? And I put the hat on. I had the hat and everything, right? So I dressed up as this nigga Michael Jackson, and I walk out the door, and I'm outside, and I'm like downtown, right? And I remember I had walked into like this little food place, and I had put in an order for some food, like it was like for some pizza or some shit, right? So I had like ordered some pizza or some shit, and what happened after that? Yeah, I ordered some pizza, and I had walked out the little food spot, and I just started like walking down the street, right? I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I'm gonna try to like give y'all the scenery. So like when I'm walking down the sidewalk, I know how like how it be like bridges over the street and shit. I'm like walking underneath one of those type shit. So and I see like these two ladies. They're like, oh, look at him. He dressed up as Michael Jackson. Right. So once they say that, like once they notice me, it made me start like dancing and shit. So now I'm in a dream. I'm snapping my fingers and shit, and I'm doing fucking Michael Jackson dance moves. Cause like I told you, I was feeling good as fuck. Like I don't know what it was. I was just in this good ass mood, right? So then I had like when I turned, like I'm walking down the street. Once I got from underneath like the little bridge, I had took a right, and then I was like on this trail. So when I'm on this trail, you feel me? I'm looking in front of me, and it's two people, and it's another nigga dressed up as Michael Jackson, right? He don't got like the same shit as me on. He got a dress suit on, but he got on like all black. When I had my shit was like I had a white dress shirt with the blazer over it, and you feel me? I had black and white dress shoes. He had all black dress shoes. My hat had white on it. His was all black, right? So he dancing. He dressed up as Michael Jackson. He dancing too, just like me, and he like 10 feet in front of me. And he got the other person with him is recording him, like he was doing like a music video or some shit. So next thing I know, I was like, I was like, I don't know. I ended up like walking past him. I'm walking past him, but when I walked past him, I like turned around. I'm looking back at him, and I'm still like dancing and shit, right? And so he ended up catching up to me, and so then me and this nigga is walking side by side, and we're both dancing like Michael Jackson, bro. The shit mad weird. The other nigga still recording us, and then I remember I started moonwalking, and when I moonwalking, like I ended up like moonwalking into some dog shit, right? So then I'm looking, I'm like, damn, I got dog shit all over my dress shoes. And this nigga keep dancing. He like, bro, come on, come on. I'm like, wait, bro, I got shit on my dress shoe. So I wipe off my dress shoe. You feel me? Wipe my shit off, and we end up like from the trail. We was walking on the trail, right? But then like it was like right when I wiped off my shoe, it was like the trail had like it was like a little exit to it, right? So we had like walked in like this little like it was still outside, but it was like a roof over us on some shit. It was weird, and it had like led to like these stairs, And when I ended up walking down the stairs, it had led me back into the bar where everybody was at. So I get back in the bar. Show me I'm dressed up as Michael Jackson. The other nigga that was dressed up as Michael Jackson, this nigga done like when I went down the stairs, I like walked ahead of him, and so it was like once I got into the bar, I forgot all about that nigga because I just started seeing my family and shit again, and I'm dressed up as Michael Jackson, right? And I'm like getting lit and shit. So it was like the bar had two different sections. It was like a chill area and like the bar area. So when I had came into the bar, I was in a little bar area, and nobody was like really like acknowledging me on some shit. It was like I was just they was looking at me and shit, but they wasn't saying nothing. Like, so I'm like, damn, do I look goofy in this bitch? So I'm like, let me go into the other area where like all my family and shit at, right? So I walk into like the little chair area, and everybody looking at me. They're like, what the fuck you got on? Like, why is you dressed up as Michael Jackson? I'm like, what you mean? I'm trying to get lit. Like, we having a party. And then my mom was like, we about to leave. Like, we about to go. And she started yelling at me. Like, she spazzing on me. She like, you need to stop dancing and stop doing all this, that, and the third and help us clean up so we could get ready to leave, this, that, and the third. But mind you, when I walk in, everybody was still chilling. So I'm like, I start spazzing on her back, nigga, in the dream. I'm spazzing on her back, like, spazzing. So I'm like, why the fuck are you yelling at me, telling me to clean shit up, and everybody still sitting their ass down? Like, what the fuck? Like, what you mean? Right? So I'm like, I'm getting mad, bro. So I'm talking mad shit. I'm like, ain't nobody else even cleaning shit up. You talking about we getting ready to leave? Ain't nobody getting ready to leave. Like, fuck what you talking about? You want me to clean up all this shit? Do this, that, and the third. Everybody sitting down. And as soon as I come back, you talking about we about to leave and you yelling at me to clean shit up. So then once I say that, bro, it was like everybody that was sitting at the table got up and started cleaning shit up, right? Everybody that was sitting at the table, all my family members and shit, they started cleaning up this, that, and the third. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Ain't no way I just went and changed my whole fit just to come back and y'all niggas just say that we about to leave. Right? So it was like instead of me helping to clean up, I walked out the building. And when I walked out the building, the whole scenery changed. Like again, the whole scenery changed, bro. Shit was mad weird. So it was like all I could remember after that is I walked out the door, and then once I walked out the door, I was it was like shit changed to me laying in my bed, right? And me being at home. So I remember um I was in the same room, but my room wasn't set up the same. Like my dresser that dresser wasn't in here. It was just it was just the bed, right? But my bed wasn't pushed up against the wall. It was like in the middle of my room, and my room felt like bigger. My room was bigger than this. Like it was bigger. It was like it was like the size of my brother room, and it was just my bed was the only thing inside my room, right? So then I'm laying down. I remember, bro, it was weird because I was sleeping in the dream, right? So when I'm in the dream and I'm asleep, I'm like this, and then I move my arm and I open my eyes and I'm looking up, and I just see like this white sheet floating in the air. Like, oh God, it was like, bro, it was like this shit floating in the air right next to me, but it was white, and it was standing on top of my bed. So I instantly, as soon as I see that, I'm like, it's a fucking ghost, right? I'm like, it's a ghost, but I was like, I had like mumbled it, and then I ended up closing my eyes because I didn't want it. I don't know. I guess I didn't want it to know that I was awake. You feel me? So it wouldn't do nothing to me. So I'm like, it's a ghost. So then I had closed my eyes, and all I remember is after I closed my eyes, I just kept calling my mom name. I'm like, Ma, 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 and I kept like every time I said her name, I was saying it louder and louder and louder, so to the point where I'm yelling her fucking name, and she's not. You feel me? My mom, I guess she was asleep or whatever because she wasn't responding to me, right? So I'm like, fuck it. I jump out my bed, and I go to my room door, and I was like, I open my room door, and I like fell to the ground. And so now I'm laying on the ground, and I remember my brother, he had just came out of the bathroom. He like, bro, why you laying on the ground? I'm like, look, it's a ghost on my bed. Now, when I was laying on the ground, when I had ran to the door and fell and laid on the ground, I looked back at my bed, and like the white sheet was gone, right? But then when I had told my brother it was a ghost in my room, I had looked back again, and the ghost, like the sheet was right, the sheet was there again, and the sheet was like, it was like, it was like this, going like this, right, with like a white sheet over it, right. That's what the ghost was doing, right. So he like, oh hell nah. So then once I had seen that too, I had got up and I ran down the stairs, and I ran downstairs, and my mom was down the stairs. So I'm telling her, I'm waking her up. I'm like, mom, it's a ghost upstairs. It's a ghost in my room. So she wake up. She like, ain't no, what you mean it's a ghost in your room? So then she's sitting up on the couch, and I keep just telling her like it's a ghost, right? So she like she think I'm like tripping or some shit, right? So she not believe me and shit until nigga the ghost end up coming downstairs, but it didn't have the sheet on it no more. It just start like playing around with shit. So we got like a little porch door downstairs. So then the porch door had opened by itself, and it just kept like opening and closing by itself, right? And then it was like at the same time that was going on, the motherfucking ghost had turned on the air fryer, bro. It was weird. It was like the air fryer turned on out of nowhere. And so I had got up and turned off the air fryer, and it had stopped fucking with the door. And then my dad had came down the stairs, and he was like, what's happening? And we all telling this nigga like, bro, it's a ghost in here, right? I'm like, bro, it's a ghost in here. He like, what you mean? We like, and my mom telling him, she was like, a ghost just came down here and was, feel me, it kept opening and shutting the door, and it just turned on the air fryer, and Darren just turned it back off. And he was like, oh, I could do something to make sure like it don't turn the air fryer back on. Like that was literally his response. He said some shit just like that, right? And so I'm like, after that happened, bro, like I just woke up, bro, because the shit felt too real, bro. Cause you gotta understand, it was a dream, but like once that like scenario happened, and I was sleeping in the dream, and then I woke up and seen like a ghost, bro, it felt like real life. Because how the fuck am I sleeping in a dream, my nigga? Like, that don't even make no sense. Like, it was weird, bro. Like, the shit felt weird. Like, it felt real. So when I woke up, but I kept my eyes closed because I'm laying now. Now I'm awake, right, and I'm just laying in my bed like this. And I'm scared to open my eyes because I'm like, I realize that I'm awake now, but I'm sitting there at the same time like, bro, I was just dreaming, but I was sleeping in a dream. Like, what the fuck? Like, so was that shit? Now I'm sitting here really trying to think, nigga, was that shit real or like, what the fuck? Because besides my room being like bigger and set up differently, the rest of the house was entirely the same, like of how my house is in real life. Like, it was the same shit. So I'm like, and then I finally realized what made me realize that it wasn't real was the white sheet, because I'm like, I don't got no white sheets on my bed. So like, when I finally, you feel me, came to and realized that, then I opened my eyes and I looked around my room like, oh shit, it was a dream. So yeah, bro, all that shit. Oh, and another part I forgot to say, when we got to the random ass house that we was chilling in on the porch and shit, my mom kept telling me like that I was in trouble. She kept saying, she was like, yeah, you in trouble. They said that you hurt the little girl. You hurt a little girl at the place that I was at, like the little park and shit that I was at, like the indoor shit. They was like, yeah, people saying that you hurt the little girl at the place. I'm like, how did I hurt her? She wanted to feel me use the little machine shit, and so I helped her feel me get through because she couldn't get through. And so then I guess that was led to the people outside, you feel me, that had the commotion and said they was looking for me. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, but yeah, bro. That all happened in one fucking dream. Like, in one dream, all that shit happened, bro. So, yeah, bro. That was just the weird ass dream that I had last night, bro. And I be having like more weird ass dreams, but like I don't be really like remembering them that well. But this one, like the ghost shit at the end is really what made this shit like, I guess, me remember like the whole shit, because that shit was just, it felt too real, bro. Like, it was literally, my house was the same. Like, the shit that was happening, like the fucking door was really opening and closing by itself, bro. Like, the fucking air fryer really got turned on by himself. Like, the shit was so crazy. But yeah, bro, that was the weird ass dream that I had last night, bro. If you enjoyed, man, leave a like, comment your thoughts below, sub up, share this hoe. And if I got any more weird dreams, I'm gonna make another video on it. But that's gonna do it for this one, man. Um, More videos coming soon. Football season starting soon, so we about to lock back in, man. I'm gonna catch y'all niggas in the next one, bro. We out this bitch. Gang.